Hello everyone and welcome to another FeedArmy video. In this video we will be talking about the setups that you need to do in Google AdWords once you have completed the data feed and website requirements. In the previous videos you can check the pre-checklist, which explains what you need to do or what you need to be aware of before you start selling on Google Shopping. Also the data feed requirements and the website requirements. Sorry, I've got an H. So what you need to make sure is once you have completed the data feed setup is that you link your Google Merchant account to your AdWords account. There's a link in the description. Most of these topics that I'm going to be talking about are links because they are quite technical. So there are either links to videos or links to tutorials explaining properly what you need to do. I recommend that you set up an effective campaign. So what is an effective campaign? An effective campaign is basically a campaign that is properly segregated into categories or brands to ensure that you have around 100 to 200 products per ad group. What you want to make sure is that if you have too many products in one ad group, it's very hard to identify what search terms are related to which product. Let's say you have two brands, Adidas and Nike, within one ad group. You might not know which keywords are more effective for which type of brand. Let's say that running shoes, Nike might be outperforming Adidas, so you want to up the ante on the bidding for Nike rather than Adidas for these particular products. If you have them segregated into different ad groups, then you can do that without affecting Adidas and Nike. So it's very important that you do that for all types of products. Yes, it is a time-consuming setup, but the long run is more effective. What you want to do is have a better return of investment. So going the extra mile is well worth your effort. You can also set up a multi-campaign setup where you target branded keywords versus generic keywords or relevant keywords versus generic keywords. This can be done by excluding certain keywords from a campaign that's set up with priority high. Let's say the brand is Nike. If you exclude the brand from Nike for the high priority campaign, add all the products for Nike in there. The second campaign is identical setup with the ad group products for Nike in that campaign, but have the priority set to medium. What will happen is that all the generic keywords will go to your high priority campaign. All the branded ones go to your second campaign, which is the medium or low priority. So doing that allows you to bid lower for generic keywords or not at all, and have a high bidding for branded or relevant keywords. You can do that for all types of keywords, so you don't have to, choose branded keywords, but you can also choose relevant keywords. For example, if you sell t-shirts and t-shirts is working well for you with the brand name Nike, then you can add t-shirts and Nike as a negative keywords in the generic campaign, so that all the other keywords that don't match those types of keywords, or match those, then they go to the other campaign and you can bid higher. There is a link in the description that explains how to set up an effective campaign. Make sure that you exclude keywords that are very low in CTR, that you find irrelevant, because you don't want to show up for these types of keywords. Weekly maintenance is required for these types of things. It's very easy to just let it run for a week and then you've spent quite a lot of budget on very bad keywords, or you've lowered your CTR, which lowers the CTR for that product because you've been targeting the wrong keywords. This is all automatic, so you do have to add negative keywords to your campaign. To set up audience remarketing. This is based off your remarketing list, so you need to add a remarketing code onto your website and generate a list of at least 100 visitors in a month. And then you can use audience remarketing within the shopping campaign and also use remarketing display. These are very effective in grabbing the existing customer who has not purchased from you before, and then target them with a slightly high bidding, and then you will gain that customer back to your website and get a sale which you might never have before. Location bidding is very important. Let's say you are in the UK, then I recommend adding a 10% to Greater London. And there are also other places that you might need to add, like the states or the county of your country. Add some bonus bidding because, for example, the Greater London, there are a lot of people that purchase online, so it is recommended to give it a little bit of a 10% boost in ad spend or bidding, sorry, for that product. Also make sure that you do mobile bidding. A lot of customers have disabled the bidding or give it a negative percentage in mobile devices. I recommend at least setting it back to 0 or increase it, because nowadays customers first look at their mobile phone to check what products are available online. If you miss that opportunity to initially show your company to the customer, then you might not get a sale afterwards, because you can also do remarketing with that initial bidding that you've done for mobile devices. So it's very important that you target mobile devices and not just disable it or give it a negative value, because even though the sales are not directly on mobile devices, they will interlink to desktop or tablet devices. So be aware of what you do and make sure that you have a positive bidding on that. When optimizing your campaigns, make sure that you have return of investment enabled, which means that you have conversion tracking with the value of the sale in your AdWords account. You can find your conversion tracking code in Tools and then go to Conversions and copy the code and add the correct values for the checkout. Why is this important? Let's say that you have $1,000 worth of sales, and you know that you have $200 worth of advertising, then that means that your return of investment is 5 or 500%. So advertising budget, the sales value divided by the advertising budget gives you 1,200 is 5, so 500% is your return of investment. If you do not work on that kind of figure, then you really don't know if you're having a positive sale or not, because certain products, if you sell, for example, a cheap product that is only worth $5 and you go to the website and the customer always upsells with other products, let's say it turns out to be $100 or $200, you're missing that information if you're using other types of optimization techniques, such as cost conversion, which is not very good. I used to do that a couple of years ago because I was very new at advertising, but that's a very bad technique. I recommend return of investment, so sales value divided by advertising costs, and work on that figure. So that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you've learned a lot. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. I'm more than happy to help. Thank you very much, and see you next time.